Hello everybody, so this is going to be the video where I talk about what I have been doing for the past 7 months of my life. Okay, so let's just start it off with, I've been traveling straight for 7 months. I went to Argentina for about 2 months, and then I came back to my home, I don't even know what that means anymore, of Canada for a week, and decided it wasn't for me. I didn't want to live in a house. And I didn't want a job, so I got on the road. I started living in my car in the United States for 5 straight months. And I guess in this video I'm going to discuss how I did it, what I experienced, and a little bit of where I am now. Okay, so I did make a few videos at the very beginning of my travels in the car, but as time went on, it became so normal to me that it was just like not very intriguing for me to share information about it. But now that I'm not doing it anymore, I miss it. So I guess it's going to be hard to accumulate what I want to talk about, but what are some common things that people would want to know about living in a car? Okay, so we'll focus on the car and then focus on the money and employment thing after. So first, the car. Where did I sleep? Where did I bathe? Where did I go? Where did I travel to? So where did I sleep? I slept a lot of the times. Well, it really depends if I was moving around a lot in a specific city or if I was just jumping from city to city every now and then, or I had some friends in other places, so I would stay put for a long time. But if I were jumping around, I would sleep at either parks, like neighborhood parks pretty much, because if you park in any kind of neighborhood, it looks really casual, and especially if you're not there continually every single night. So I always would look up parks because I felt safe about that, or rest stops, and let me just break the misconception. Rest stops are totally safe, be cautious. Be mindful. Obviously, don't sleep at a rest stop that only has one truck. Be in a place where there are a lot of people walking around, and yeah, I don't know. I never had a problem at a rest stop. And I suppose at nighttime, if you have to go to the restroom, don't make it seem like you're gonna be sleeping in your car. So don't have the back door open and you in your pajamas and everything. Yeah. So for me, it wasn't even a weird experience, but I was at a rest stop and I just felt a little strange, so I put a beanie on, tucked my hair in, and was kind of wearing boy clothes so that no one would talk to me. Another place you could sleep, McDonald's, Walmart parking lots. I've done that a few times. Also, might be off topic, but because I went the whole length and I haven't had phone service for 7 or 8 months now, that was always a thing. I always had to look for internet, and the way I kept in contact and looked up new places to stay, new cities, was a lot of the time Walmart, McDonald's a lot of the time. It's really calm there. And then I started to go to Starbucks more because they have private bathrooms a lot of the time, and I used to sometimes wash my front hair, my bangs there, because that's a convenient thing. I have dreads, so I didn't have to wash my hair as frequently as a lot of people would. But I will still tell you how I took showers. So yeah, sleeping in neighborhoods, grocery store parking lots, parks, rest stops. I'm sure I'm forgetting some things. There are some areas that I would continually go to because I would notice that it was just in neighborhoods that there weren't, I don't know, the houses are on this side and then it was just a blank street with no houses, and so a lot of cars would park there, so I would sleep there too. And if you feel weird about it, arrive at those places when the sun is going down so that people can't really see what you're doing. And okay, so where would I bathe? Where would I shower? A lot of the time, I would be in nature. So either I would stay at one of those what is it called? The camp spots where you pay, but you don't have to pay because there are showers sometimes. You could just be there for the day. Or, I don't know if everyone could do this, but I kind of got to know people, and I sometimes use their showers. So, okay, there's always an option of you can pay at, not necessarily, it's not rest stops, but there are these, like, gas stations that are really large in the middle of nowhere where truckers and everyone pay to shower. You could do that. I never didn't feel like I needed to. Either that or you find a store like Starbucks that has a private restroom and you wash your hair and you wash your armpits and you do a hoe bath and also baby wipes, hoe bath. I feel like I had many different ways of showering, but I honestly cannot remember right now because it was like 5 months of me always finding ways to bathe, either in rivers or finding someone with a shower or paying for a shower. Who knows? Okay, so I'm just trying to make this video kind of concise. That's why I'm talking really fast, which is not normally the way I talk. Okay, so we covered sleeping, we covered somewhat showering, techniques for showering, I guess. You could always get dry shampoo if you feel like your hair is greasy or if you're stinky, but also, this might be a little too broad too, I noticed when you eat certain things you don't smell as bad. So like I'm vegan for some of you guys who don't know, and a good thing to do is to not eat pungent things. Don't eat garlicky, like onion, just strong foods, and then your sweat isn't gonna smell. But I can say this now because I got sick. I started to take 4 cloves of garlic every day, and immediately I just started smelling so bad and I was like needing showers more often. So yeah, avoid stinky things and then you're not going to smell as bad and you won't be as greasy. Anyways, okay, so where did I go? I started, oh, it's been so long. Obviously from BC to Washington. And then who knows how long I was in Washington for. And then from Washington to Oregon, Oregon to Idaho. I was in Idaho for 2 weeks with my, like, spiritual brothers and sisters, doing some heavy, like, intense emotional work with them. And then I left and I went down south. So from Idaho, I went to Utah, and then Utah to Arizona, and I stayed there for a little bit to see my dad, and then I went to Los Angeles to see the rest of my family for a little bit, and then from there, that's when the whole trek of, like, really doing, I don't know, I feel like intense nomadic living happened. From Los Angeles, I drove up straight in one night 10 hours to Mount Shasta because my friend said he was going to be there. He ended up not being there, but I was in Mount Shasta, and from there on out, the next few months of my life has drastically changed. And from that point on, I've been to Mount Shasta now, I think 5 times in the last few months because it was so incredible. I met really amazing people. But then from Shasta, I went to Oregon and met even more amazing people, and some very personal things happened in those few months where I got into some intimate relationships and really got to know a lot of people, and that normally I don't do things like that, but yeah, I just met a lot of people and I experienced a whole new realm of life. And then and then at some point, I met my friend Jax. Her and I decided to make a trip out of my trip. Like, my whole life has been a vacation trip lately. But so I made a vacation of the vacation with her, and she quit her job. And we drove down to Shasta and did some major healing work there. And this is going to tie into how to make money on the road. And I know it seems like all scattered and everything, but I'm trying to do it like so you can see the events of my life. So we went back down to Shasta, and again, met some incredible people, and I began to do a 7-day water fast, which I'm going to make a video on that another time because, yes, life-changing. But anyways, so we met some incredible people, and then I was looking for work, and she was looking for work too, so we ended up going to Nevada City, California, Grass Valley. For those of you guys who do not know, it's really awesome, just like Mount Shasta, almost better actually. No, I don't know. It's good though. And so I did some trim work there for I think about 5 days, and I only lasted 5 days because I wanted to go back up to see my ex. I don't like using those words. My past lover. Yeah, we wanted to meet up, so I went back up to Oregon, and but anyways, so trimming marijuana makes good money fast. Let me just tell you though, if you're a beginner, it takes time to get used to it, and it's an investment. I mean, it was not that much of an investment. The scissors are like $25, and then I had to buy a plate or a trim tray and like an apron to not get my stuff sticky. But okay, so the first day I spent probably around 10 to 12 hours trying to get the hang of it, like trying to make sure there's no because there was a lot of root rot. It was like going bad and molding, so I was trying to like throw away nugs that were moldy. I'm sorry, I'm not trying to be off topic, but anyways, trimming is super precise, especially depending on who you work for, and I never wanted to have crow's feet or anything, so it took me a while to get used to it. But once I did, that's when I started making money. So I was working for about not even 5 full days, but I made $500, and the more I did it, the less I had to work each day. But it's really awesome to make money fast, except for the fact that it's draining as hell, especially when you're water fasting the last 2 days. But so yeah, you're pretty much a zombie, but I mean, if you want to work really hard for money and you just need a quick like fix of cash, sorry, my feet are falling asleep, that's the way to do it. Go trimming, you know, go to Nevada City, California, Grass Valley, California, and you will literally stand on the side of the street and you'll find work. You will go into any place in Nevada City, ask for work, you will find work. So that's a heads up for you guys. And another way of making money, I already did a different video on this, which I don't think I'm going to go fully into that. But anyways, this was about a month ago, and then I went, like I said, back to Oregon. And from there on out, I had to make the decision that I rested for a little bit, but then I had to make the decision, oh my god, wait a second, I went back to Shasta after that too with my lover, and but then from there on out, I took a bus back from Ashland, Oregon, because I had to go back to Canada because of visas, and that leads me to right here, right now. And I feel like I don't know if I should discuss more, because this is probably a long-ass video. But, actually, I'm gonna end it at that, and I'm gonna make a new video in about a second of what I'm doing now and how I got here now. But anyways, so that's what I have been doing the last few months, and that's how I was living in my car. That's how I made money, even though it was like 5 days out of the 5 months, and I still have money left over. So it's like, you can definitely save money on the road. You really only need money for food and gas, and that's it. Like, you never should pay for camping. You never should pay for really anywhere to sleep. If you're living in your car, you're set. And then as for food, you can get your food for free, really, anywhere if you look into it. Food banks. I don't know why I never discussed that with anyone. There are food banks. Ashland, Oregon has an amazing one. And, or free grocery store stuff. And then, sorry, I have to go to the bathroom, so I'm like losing track of what I need to talk about. Wow, this video is, you can really see my Gemini chaos. I hope you enjoy. But anyways, I will do a more detailed video about car dwelling and living and nomadic living and unconventional ways of living in the future, because that's really important to me right now in my life, and I hope you enjoyed this crazy video. Until next time. I also want to tell you guys, wait, what did I want to tell you guys? Wow, am I losing it? Oh my god, okay, sorry, total brain fart. But showering, I completely forgot. This is the most important thing. This is how I showered frequently, was that I would go to gyms and ask for trial memberships, and some would give me 5 days of free trial membership or 7 days, and this would mean that you'd have to be in that city or town for that amount of time for a long time, which I did quite often. And either that or Planet Fitness, you can go to any city and you can go to any Planet Fitness with a even trial membership, or you can just get a full gym membership, like if you're living in a city that's for a long time. But Planet Fitness allows you to jump from any city, you know. So that's how I showered every single night for a good amount of time. And also I would use a sauna at a really nice one that I went to in Oregon. But then I also wanted to say, because I kind of watched my other video and it doesn't look like I'm wearing a shirt, I am wearing a tank top and it's skin color and I'm not naked, I swear. But anyways, I'm gonna make a new video right now on what I'm doing in this very moment and why I'm living in a house right now. Anyways, thank you again. Bye-bye.